o'clock in the afternoon. There is a worrying deterioration in the mental health of the Quindianos. Young people in Armenia are being diagnosed with mental health problems, while suicides are increasing in the region. Dr. Carlos G. is a psychiatrist in PhD in biomedical science and secretary of the Canadian Association of Psychiatry. Dr. Carlos, thank you very much for staying here in this interview for a contact with CNN News. It is a very important issue that we have to talk about.
And today I'm going to talk about what is the mental health and what is the importance of this. Also, some solutions that you can use in a moment of stress, moment of anxiety, depression, or another moment that you need help. Okay, in the Colombian context, nearly a million people have been diagnosed in Colombia with mental health problems, while suicides are on the rise. Uncomfortable silence, but silence can even kill. Okay, in the first place, why is mental health important? Mental health is important because it can help in facing the stress of life, be physically healthy, maintain relations, contribute significantly to the community, and work productively. Reach its full potential and emotional well-being, and the last, decision making. Okay, the second, there are some things that can help you in a moment of stress. Okay, you can share the gratitude, take care of physical health, sleep well, eat healthy, and doing exercise. Another is you can connect with another and develop social skills. One tip that is very good is the meditation. You can seek relation techniques for the stress, but the medication is a good thing. And finally, ask for help when you need it. It's important to know where the support networks are located. For example, here at the university, there is space for help which can avoid great tragedies. Okay, another personal tips is that you can seek for a religious, but not for a religious, it's more for God, because God can help you. When you have a spiritual relation with God, you can you can support the tragedies or the situations a good way. And I way that these tips can help you. And this is all for today. And bye bye. Good afternoon.
Thank you so much, Dr. Carlos, for stay here. Right now, we're gonna talk with Juan Arenas from University of Quindio. He's gonna tell us the statistics in Armenia Quindio about the suicide.
In the second semester of 2022, 382 people attempted suicide in Quindio. This report for Quindio corresponds to an incidence rate of 68 cases for 100,000 inhabitants, exceeding the national rate. The most recent case of suicide in Armenia happened 5 days ago, on November 9. Jesus Alberto Castaño, of 32 years old, was found dead in his home. In most cases, mental health is not considered important. It is not discussed with children and young people, but it can be one of the main causes of suicide. To get people's opinion, I spoke with some students of modern languages program, and this is what they had to say.
What do you do if you are going through difficulties or if someone you know has suicidal thoughts?
First of all, I don't think it is something that you can treat because it is a really complicated thought. So if it is a person who is living or passing that situation or having those thoughts, I think it's important to get psychological help or even psychiatric help, because it is something that you can not eliminate just giving some tips to feel better or something like that. So for me, it's more important to get psychological help.
When you have problems that affect your mental health, do you tell to your parents or you solve them by your own?
Well, it depends on what kind of problem it is. Because I always try to solve the problems by myself. I try to not bother other people, but I know that if I think on doing things that could affect my health, I should speak to my parents or to other people that can help me. Because when you save all your thoughts for your own, they make your brain a dark place, and you have to get out of here. Third.
From University of Quindio, this was the report.
It's really, truly that right now there is a big problematic about the suicide in Quindio. So we're gonna listen to the reporter Carol Gill at Faculty of Education. So Carol, welcome to this channel.
Good afternoon. My name is Carol Tatiana Gil Flores, and I'm reporting at the University of Quindio from the Faculty of Education.
Tatiana Gil Flores, that is going to tell us about what is the mental health, what are the problems that we are living in Armenia, Quindio.
We will talk about mental health and how it affects the community of Quindio. Today, emphasizing in the young people and their health in life. In the first place, what is the mental health? The mental health is a state of balance that must exist between human and the social cultural environment that surrounds them. Includes emotional, physical, and social well-being and influences how a person thinks, acts, reacts to a moment of stress. What can affect mental health? The insecurity, the hopelessness, the rapid social change, the risk of violence, problems that affect physical health. It can also be affected by personal factors and experiences, social interaction, culture, values, family, school, and work experiences.
Suicide is an extremely sad, painful act for family and close friends who fail to understand the reason for what happened, causing a deep dismay and ideas of the motives that led him to act on what behavior.
It's very important to talk about mental health and the stress generated by leading a life in the Quindiano environment. So, to get more information about this contest, we will some member of her asking about what they know or how important they are to mental health and how they think it affects the human being. Good afternoon. What is the importance of mental health?
The importance of mental health is that it has an influence in everything else in your life. So if you have a good mental health, you are going to have good relations with your friends, your family. You are going to achieve great things in your job and all your personal things.
Thank you. From the University of Quindio, this was the report.
Thank you very much, Carol, for the report. Now we are at the University of Quindio from Health Faculty with Laura Daniela Lozada. Laura, tell us.
Good afternoon. My name is Laura Daniela Lozada. I am currently reporting from the University of Quindio at Health Faculty. It is a kind of space we will address in a deep and thorough way the impact that suicide has on our society. Some questions we will be asked to students in order to know their knowledge about suicide. Do you know what action can be taken to prevent suicide and provide support those who are going through difficult times?
I believe that people who are going through a difficult time should go to therapy, and if they feel sad, seek support from family or friends, and also psychological help, or go to the mental health network that we have here in Quindio. Any of those opinions to improve the person's mood. That is what I think.
Thank you very much.
Hello, today we are with. Well, the question is, do you know of any efficient strategies to promote mental health and emotional well-being as a way to prevent suicide?
Well, I think the first step would be to identify the risk. A big problem is that there is a stigma about mental health. So people say psychologists, it is assumed that it is only for crazy people and so on, which is not. It is true that we must promote timely assistance to psychology to handle that situation in the best way, and also improving one's own lifestyle. Nutrition and sleep are also factors to protect so that we are not involved in any mental health disorder.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Danny, for that interview. Yeah, I think the most important thing is do not be alone and search for help. I am Mariana, and I am reporting from a place where young people gather to talk about life and hope. Hopeless young people usually come to church trying to find answers. That's why our study decided to ask the leaders who think about the subject and who recommend it on the spiritual side. We are at a house of prayer, a place where you can pray and express to God all your feelings and have a time of meeting with the Father that is in heaven. A place where there are weaknesses but everyone helps each other. We are in a place where it is recorded that those young people who come with suicidal thoughts are renewed and their life changed.
Today, we are with a missionary intercessor here in the House of Prayer in Armenia, Quindio. Nice to meet you. What is your name?
My name is Josué Leiva Gutierrez. It's a pleasure to be in here.
It's a pleasure to have you here in CNN News. Okay, now I'm gonna ask you what is you suggest to young people that is having bad thoughts about suicide, about depression, about anxiety. What is your suggestion for that young people that is thinking on suicide?
So, my first suggestion is community. Human beings are not meant to be isolated. We are part of a community. So I suggest that if you are suffering of anxiety, depression, or bad thinking, you will find a community that will help you to express your emotions and your ideas. The second thing that I will suggest is to meditate in the Bible. Why the Bible? Because anxiety is usually referred as the fear of the future things that are not happening yet. So you need to meditate on good things and good thinking. Bible has a lot of good thoughts and good words that you could meditate on and be free of fears and bad thinking. And the third suggestion that I have is about the words that you say and declare over the situation. Young people usually don't think on those things, but it's really important that you will declare and you will say good things, words of life over your life and over the life of others. As is written in the Bible, the power of life is in the tongue, the power of life and death. That's my suggestion for the young people in this time. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Here we can see how the power of the Word of God can change the life. And now young people needs to be near to a God that restores and saves their lives. In the spiritual side, giving a recommendation to ones who wants to end with their lives.
Take a minute, change a life.
Often, when someone suffers,
More than advice, what you seek.
Is someone to hear it.